What's up, folks? This is Mr. Harris, and in this video, we're just going to talk about how to complete a worksheet. So as you can see in the trial balance columns here, we have all of our assets in here as debits. We have our payables in here as credits. Our capital amount is a credit. Our drawing is a debit. Down below the line, we have a sales amount, which is credit, and all of our expenses that are debits here. And at the bottom, we have our totals. Now, this trial balance is important because we need to make sure that our debits match our credits from the ledger, right? We get these amount numbers from our general ledger and we put them into this big spreadsheet with all of our account numbers. So this is a big picture view of how our business is doing. And this is our little proof that the debits from our ledger match the credits from our ledger. All the account balances are correct. So let's move on here to the adjustment column. The adjustment column is where we're going to take some accounts and adjust them for what is really happening. This supplies number, the 586, is not indicative of how many supplies we have left because we buy supplies and then use them up. So in this situation, we bought the supplies of $586, but we used up 230 of it because we buy supplies to use them. We don't buy them for decorations. Same thing here with prepaid insurance. Some expires. Insurance always expires, and we have to rebuy more. So we had $750 accumulated of insurance, but in this month we lost $320 worth. So the total amount that we had is a debit, but when we take value away from those accounts, when we reduce them, we're going to put it in the credit column here. So I always like to put a line right here in the income summary thing because we don't use income summary yet. We will. But everything above this line goes to the balance sheet, and everything below this line goes to the income statement. Insurance expense is $320, just like that is the amount that expired. That's the same number. And we put that number in the insurance expense because we've lost value in the asset. We didn't directly pay cash for it, but we lost some value. And we also lost value in supplies. So we consider those to be expenses as well. All right, let's do the income statement part. We're just going to bring these numbers over. 5,620 is our credit amount from sales. That's our sales number. We're going to bring this over, 931 worth of advertising expense. Now, there's no insurance expense right here, but there is insurance expense right here. So I'm going to bring this 320 over and put it in the debit column. It's a debit here. It's going to be a debit here. All these are debits as well. So these are all going to go in the debit column. I'm going to bring all these expenses over. And what I'm going to do over here is I'm just going to make these this whole row a bunch of column totals here. We'll give it its own color because why not? Okay. So these are all of our column totals, and all totals have to match in terms of debits and credits. So these match, these match, these match. These don't because we have more sales than we have of all expenses. This number is bigger than that number. And to complete this part, we're going to take the bigger number minus the smaller number and put that answer under the smaller number. So it's going to look like this. We're going to go 5,620 minus 4,659, and I got 961. That's going to be a $961 net income. When we consider all the money we brought in, take out all the money that was paid out, this is our net income. We're going to do a similar thing up here at the balance sheet now. If it's a debit over here in the trial balance, it's going to be a debit over here in the balance sheet. For supplies and prepaid insurance, we need to do a little subtraction problem. Imagine this is one big horizontal subtraction problem. We're going to take the amount of supplies we had, we're going to subtract the amount that we used up, and what we're left with is $356 worth of supplies to go on to the next month with. We're going to do the same thing here. We had $750 worth of prepaid insurance. We're going to subtract $320 worth, and we're left with $430. I'm going to bring the payables over here, put those in the credit column. Capital is a credit amount, just like it is in the trial balance, and we got our drawing here, which is a debit amount, just like the trial balance, and we're good. On our balance sheet numbers, we come down here to find that they are already formulated in there, just like the income statement part. What I'm going to do is we're going to take the bigger number minus the smaller number. In this case, the smaller number is this 15,000 number. And take bigger number minus smaller number. We're going to put that answer under the smaller number. And we once again got 961, and that is a good thing because these numbers need to match each other, and they do. To finish off the worksheet, all we're going to do is add these two numbers back up. That would be 5,620. 5,620 plus 0 is that same number, 16,531. The thought behind this is basically saying our expenses plus the amount of our net income is going to yield or equate to our total amount of revenue coming in. So this is a completed worksheet for a net income. Take out the word loss here. If we did happen to have a net loss, these are the two accounts that would be, or these are two cells that would be filled up, and these two would be empty because the bigger number would be on the outside and the smaller number would be on the inside. But as it stands, this is net income. We made more money in sales than we did paying out with expenses. So that's what I got for you. Thank you for your attention. I'll see you on the next video.